Hello, I hope you are fine. I am filming the intro for this video for the second or maybe third time because the first two um had the worst audio quality and I'm just doing it all over again. In this video, I work on my tiny portraits sketchbook. I am making little oil paintings in this. It's made out of one single paper sheet. Basically, I bought this really, really big block of oil paint paper, allegedly, for a really cheap amount of money. So I'm trying to test it in this book, and that's it. I I will go into detail on the video. If you like what I do, please check out my Instagram because I post quite a lot in there. So, yeah, check it out. Links are in the description, and thank you for watching. Let's start. Okay, welcome to this video. Um, I want to start by mentioning that the picture that I will be using is from my great grandfather. I think I talked about this on my last video, just a little bit. But basically, I found a bunch, and I mean a bunch of really old pictures um, that my grandfather took. Most of them are in like 60s or 70s. The newest ones are in the 90s. Uh, and some of them go back to 1915, which is the one that I am about to paint. And I am just absolutely thrilled. Um, I love these pictures. I also found a poem, a couple drawings he liked to draw, and maybe that's I mean not maybe I'm sure that's part of who I am today. My dad also likes to paint and draw a little, and none of my brothers do, but I did. So yeah, this picture, I'll try to put the picture somewhere in the video, but yeah, this was my great grandfather. I didn't met him or anything. I don't know what he was like. I do know that he wasn't from here and that he had a lot of kids. And only my grandfather and one of her sisters ended up in this town, and the rest of them are a little far. So, yeah. Also, this picture is completely black and white. Again, this is from 1950, and he was 21 years old when he took this picture, when he had this picture taken, I mean. And I wanted to make the colors like kind of dreamy. Well, not dreamy. At first, I wanted to make them pretty, or at least attempt to make them realistic. But I don't know how to do that. That is quite hard. I was just like, yeah, I'll just use some shades of brown, but it didn't end up being that easy. So I just used what I could, alright? Please don't judge me. Yeah. I really like this sketchbook. It's pretty easy. Most of these portraits take up way less than an hour. Um and I think that's like my main um target maybe. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm only on like page 3 of the sketchbook, so yeah. Also, please let me know if you have any ideas of something creative that I can do with all of these pictures. I thought that I can scan them all so that I can make like a online, well, not a, well, yes, a digital. um album, so to speak, or like just arrange them in a way from oldest to newest, but some of them, a lot of them, don't have any dates. So that's gonna be a little hard. But I did found some pretty old ones. I think this might be one of the oldest, or if not the oldest one. But yeah, aside from that, this has been really fun. Um, and I like that I can have my own reference pictures now. In the last video, I also did something like this where I paint pictures that he took, and that was pretty fun. In the end, I ended up not making as much as I'd like to, but it was really fun. You know, I can feel like a bit more connected to my family. I also found a lot of pictures of people that I don't know, but I have this suspicion that they are family, but I don't know who they are. I don't know their names, and I have no idea of on how to find them. Well, maybe I guess I could, but maybe they're too old to want to talk to me, or maybe they just won't be interested, or I don't know. But the point is that I am seeing my grandpa in a whole different way that I used to. You know, I think I never thought I'd be talking about this, but he never really knew my name, and he's not dead yet. He just has like this several state of dementia to the point where he won't, like, even if I tried, he won't be able to tell me who those people were. So that's good. That's all right. Maybe I will ask him when he's alive again. Hello, this is the next day. Unfortunately, yesterday I couldn't finish because I had to go out of my house, and then when I came back, I was sewing. All right, I have to share this with you guys. I I modified this shirt. It was really long. It was like here, and also like closed. So I cut it open and then sew it all together, as well as the one that I'm using underneath, this blue one. I haven't talked about this, I think, but I love sewing. All right, I just started doing it, and it's like my secret little hobby that no one knows about because I. It's not like I don't want to make. I don't know. I feel like I just want to have something for me and something private. I feel like I've exposed a lot of my art process that used to be very intimate, very private, and I don't feel like it is that way anymore. And it's fine. I like sharing with you. But yeah, for this, maybe I'll share a bit more of what I do if I do more things of my sewing things. But I've just been obsessed. All right, I've been obsessed. Each day I'm like thinking what I'm gonna do on my sewing machine, and it is really fun. And so I'm really excited to um have a new hobby. And I kind of forgot that I was filming a video, so let me continue with that. I just wanted to say that this is the next day because yesterday I couldn't finish it. But yeah, also I'll talk about my sewing. I'll talk more about my sewing journey with you later. All right, in another video. In the meantime, I have a PB&J sandwich to get me through this. So, yeah, it is really good, by the way. And let's continue with this video. And okay, back to the video after this little break. Um, I think I already said, but this is the next day. Um, Yeah, I had to wait a little bit for it to dry because I have such a hard time doing alla prima painting. Seriously, I guess it all depends on how you start the painting because, well, it is obviously different, and I guess I always start my oil paintings with this mindset that it's gonna take a couple of days at least. So I think that's like how I know that. I mean, that's how I know how to start the painting, because I start them with an under painting of oil paint diluted with oil. Wow, that's a lot of oil. But yeah, I guess that it has a lot to do with it. Also, since I saw this picture and since I've been painting it, this looks so much like a cousin of mine and a little bit like one of my brothers, especially to that one cousin. He looks a lot like him. Um, but yeah, this is how the portrait ended up. I didn't do much the rest of the next day, as you can see, just adding a bit more thickness to the painting. But yeah, this is it. Um, I would have liked adding more details, but my mind hasn't been pretty sharp. At least not at painting, because I've been really good at sewing. But we'll see how it goes. It's not like I'm not gonna paint now. Absolutely no. I'm just gonna merge all of my passions, and I'll be all of them. I'll talk about that in the next video. I hope. I hope I don't forget. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one, and bye.